Good morning, makers and planner friends. At least it's morning for me of Wednesday. As you can see, I am ready to go for some of this. As you can tell, it is Christmas week. I started with just this stuff laid out and I was hating it. But then as I started to add cute stickers and things, it makes it better. First of all, I am using N65 Tombow and the red is 847. Let's talk about what I already have pre-planned. As I've done the last couple weeks again, my 3 CTs are down here, my 3 critical tasks for the day, which are usually related to my side hustle stuff. Staying on top of that. Then we have some little mini trackers. Putting both of them down here this week. Here I had 3 CTs and trackers. Here I had all trackers and no 3 CTs. We're putting them both down here this week. And over here instead I've got Christmas noms list. The stuff that I needed to get that I'm responsible for on Christmas Eve and Christmas. I have at least gone grocery shopping and purchased the necessary things. God, that was expensive. I'm just gonna say, I don't even know where that $75 went, but there we are. Groceries these days. Alrighty, so that is a running little list for holiday noms. This sticker and this sticker were from like a Christmas sampler type sheet from Joy of Planning. These 2 I ordered. They are from Joy of Planning. Coffee Monsters Co. Joy of Planning. This is a new therapy sticker for me. I don't know if you can see, but it's like all kinds of just spirals and words and feelings floating around there. This little Santa girl is also Joy of Planning. I think you can tell when it's her. Joy of Planning. Joy of Planning, Joy of Planning. Everything else is Coffee Monsters Co. Pre-planned, I had meetings on Monday, shot on Monday. I was in the office, for like the first part of the day, which is an hour and a half away for me. So that's my commute time, which let's just go ahead and put, oh no, they're sticking to me. This dude, to kind of signify I commuted all the days. Let's get this off of me. I ran some errands. I had coffee twice yesterday, y'all. There was some errands here, and then there was some more errands here. We'll just do this. Will this come up? Maybe like that with this. And this morning therapy. Yeehaw. So let's write in these things. I will put this one here. Okay, now let's write in all the things. This sticker is from Square Lime Designs. And because my commute involved a mix of Christmas music and podcasts, that's a big sticker, y'all. I don't know if I'll get it back up. Yeah, screw it. I listened to some Mel Robbins podcast on the way home. On the way there, it was mostly Christmas music. Picked up RX. All right, most of Monday night, I worked on, part of Monday night. I worked on editing week 50 video. Put that there. I also did the packaging of some Etsy orders, which was all candles. And then last night was more editing and uploading and all of the things for the week 50 video. I will just put that there. Mom and I started watching 1923. Last night we cooked some HelloFresh. I had another call with Robert before bed. Here we go again. All of the schmearing. At work on this day, I was pretty busy doing design options for a home page for the client. I am going to pull this girl from the Joy of Planning little sampler thing, put her here, because there's not a lot to say and it takes up this space where I've been writing things but don't really have anything to write for that. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five more sleeps till Santa. Is that right? 1 sleep, 2 sleeps, 3 sleeps, 4 sleeps, 5 sleeps, and then Santa. Why not? Then obviously, like I said, this planner is where I embrace my inner 10-year-old. I don't really like how that's fitting in there. Oh well. All right, I think that is it for this chunk. Who knows what the next few days is gonna be like. They are predicting another lovely ice storm. My sister was gonna come Saturday, but now she's probably coming Thursday to beat the ice just in case. We're hoping that it doesn't cause us to lose power for the holidays. It could get interesting. Today, Robert comes. We have not seen each other since our day of adventuring a couple Saturdays ago. We are going to have a talk, have dinner, watch Christmas shows, see what happens next. OMG, it's Santa! Sometimes it's just okay to be childlike, y'all. Embrace it. I will check back in soon. Happy Monday, everyone. I never got back to finishing this with the holidays and everything, so let's do it now. I have a few stickers pulled already, but I've added a little bit up here. I've crossed off these things. All of the 3 critical tasks are updated. These little habit trackers are mostly updated. So let's just fill in this. All right, so if you've been watching my last few weeks of doing this, there's been some relationship shenanigans happening, and it kind of all came to a resolution on Wednesday when Robert was here. A serious conversation sticker from Coffee Monsters Co. And we watched some movies with Dutch. I finally had him watch Love Actually. We also watched the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special and the Murderville holiday special. Just silliness, pure silliness. I'm gonna actually put this here, this breaking news sticker there. My mama brought me coffee. During therapy, I was talking about some random bits, and then my therapist finally said, "Do I have to ask?" Because it had been a couple weeks. We skipped the prior week. And she knew I was supposed to meet up with Robert that Saturday. and I just wasn't getting to it. And she was very curious to know how that went. Do I have... When I started to make dinner, Robert wanted to have our serious conversation, so our serious conversation sticker there. For nearly 4 years now, he has just loved trying to have serious conversations or get me to talk about my feelings while I am trying to cook dinner. So I'm trying to cook dinner, have this serious conversation about where we're at and what we're doing, because since the breakup, it's kind of been better than when leading up to the breakup. Like, it was almost like before times, normal times. So we're both very confused and needed to talk about it, and that's great, but I have a very hard time concentrating on all the things when he's trying to do it while I'm cooking dinner. And I started to feel super unwell in a wide variety of ways. So I was struggling so hard and trying to talk about my feelings. Yay. So the bulk of the conversation was, can we try again? With how good it's been the last few weeks. Can we ride that wave? Is this the new norm? Should we try again? He was sorry for X, Y, and Z, and I didn't really give him a straight answer. So then when we were watching Love Actually, I basically told him the answer to whether or not we were going to get back together really was riding on how he liked this movie. And so, of course, he's like, oh God, I love it. We weren't even halfway through it, but he was laughing at bits and stuff, so he enjoyed it. And then when it was done, he said he did like it. It was sweet. It was whatever. So I guess the breaking news emoji is that we are going to give it another shot. Thursday. I was still working on Thursday. I did have a 10:30 meeting that came up. Robert was supposed to come over Christmas Eve morning, but because of all of this ice, that got bumped to early yesterday morning, Christmas morning, just for a little bit. I made it very clear to him that I didn't want to just jump back into our normal patterns of seeing each other, like this particular schedule that we kind of had, that it will be less often at first, and that I want to build up many shorter, positive experiences, time together, before we just jump back into every weekend or every Wednesday and certain weekends and blah, blah, blah. No. So he was here this Wednesday, but he will not be here next Wednesday. This is the last week in this planner for me. Like, when I'm done here filming, I move on to the 2023 Hobonichi Cousin. And this little baby gets put on the shelf, since I haven't been doing the dailies for a while. Christmas Eve morning, my nephew stopped by for a little bit and we chatted with him. My brother, his wife, and my other nephew stopped by and we chatted for a while my mom's sister and I had the HelloFresh Thai soup I made. And then this was a giant chunk of family time. Probably to like there. I don't even remember. So this is a girl opening presents. I'm gonna put that there. And again, anytime you see redheaded girl in some fashion, possibly a beardy dude, or the same illustration, like this is from a sampler sheet. These are all joy of planning. If the hair color is different, it's like from a sample sheet, not something I ordered specifically. So we opened presents. I went and made all the charcuterie board stuff. They played a card game called 9 Square. We had like Christmas lunch, hung out for a bit. Then most of my family was gone except for my sister was still here. And we had peppermint pie. And then my sister left. And it was just a chill night. I just realized I filled in this block for this meeting. And now it looks like Santa and his belt. Happy accident. Did not mean that for that to happen. Super glad it did. Then my sister got me the yarn bowl that I wanted from Etsy. So I got one of my very pretty skeins of yarn and started trying to wrap it in a ball, which I am horrible at, especially doing it by myself, not having anyone to hold the skein for me. But since I spent such a chunk of the evening trying to roll one daggone skein of yarn, I am going... This is perfect. This is perfect. This is the knitting emojis. I'm not a knitter, but this is perfect. So this little emoji is wrapped up in yarn and trying, basically living my Christmas night. So I'm just gonna say that I fought the yarn. So that was Christmas for me. Christmas Eve was low key. My brother, they took off, how long were they here? Just a little while. So maybe they were here something like that. And then they had another thing to get to. So then it was just me, mom, and my sister again for a Christmas Eve girls' night. And we typically make a lot of hors d'oeuvres. So I did like a whole veggie tray thing and baguettes broiled with artichoke dip on top. Mom made little smokies wrapped in bacon with a little bit of brown sugar. Baked those. My sister made some pulled pork sliders. My sister and I had started glass onion, went and did hors d'oeuvres, and then went to finish it. And Mama just kind of stayed at her house. So here we watched The Holiday. And while we watched movies, I worked a little bit more on my bullet journal. Here, it was probably somewhere down here, but I made like a macrame, a rope toy for my sister's dog for Christmas. Because my sister makes dog treats for all of our dogs every year. That's what she was doing all day on Friday here. She was not supposed to come until Saturday, my sister. But the ice storm had her coming Thursday. So we also got some take and bake pizza so we could eat pizza and watch some Christmas movies and be low key before all the shenanigans. Just put it here. Need some pizza. First we watched White Christmas. And then my sister wanted to watch The Family Stone. Just around here is when the daggone ice storm came. And And somewhere in here, I prepped for ice storm. So for us, because we don't have city water, we have well water. If the power were to have gone out because of the ice storm, like it did our last bad ice storm, we wouldn't have water. So we generally have to get buckets of water so that we can even flush the toilet. So there's just prep. There's some little things we got to do. Like earlier in the week, I charged all of my battery packs and my lanterns and things like that, just in case. If there were ice buildup on the power lines or somebody's tree fell on the power lines or something, we would be ready. It would have made for an extremely cold couple days because we wouldn't have had heat. But we were very lucky. My mama was very stressed out about it, but we kept our power. It was tricky trying to take dogs out. We didn't go anywhere. So my mom and my sister took their dogs out through my house, through my back patio, because my back patio is covered, and we could stand on the patio while the dogs tried to finagle the ice, which was comedy. I got to work on a cute project today, but let's go with some things I asked for in this trying again thing. Baby steps, communication, that had kind of shut down in the end. And here's one that I finally asked for. Don't make more work for me. I don't want to clean up after anybody. I don't want to go the extra mile every daggone time someone is here, if they're going to be here a lot. Just don't make more work for me. Help me. Clean up after yourself. Things like that. Because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. What the heck did I do on Friday? I cleaned up the kitchen really well so that my sister could do all kinds of baking and things in there. Wrapped the last of presents. Some cleaning, some present wrapping, some time in my planners, setting up some more stuff in the 2023 Cousin. I got this week set up in there a bit. I did not get to sleep in. My sister slept with me Thursday night and Friday night. And she basically had me awake at 5. Because she got up for a minute and then she found that my dog had thrown up on the couch. And I woke up to more of it this morning. So, I'm gonna do, because why not? I'm gonna put that, oh mercy. Oh gosh, this reminds me. Thursday morning, I was sick. I woke up with a bad headache and then I got sick. But then I was kind of fine after that. I think that is enough to get the point across without really putting it out there. It's not because he's sick. My sister got him a new toy for Christmas that he chewed on for a bit Thursday night and apparently swallowed some of it. And that's what that was. And then he got into my mom's garbage and ate the husks of homemade tamales we were given. Anyway, that's what I cleaned up today. I knew he was not feeling good. And he's still just been on the couch all morning. Zonked. Anyway, I'm gonna go love on him now. I think that about covers it. I'm gonna just, thanks. Thanks, Dutch. I know it's not his fault, but you know. My sister and I also watched an episode, I think it is called Limitless, with Chris Hemsworth before bed. We snuck in an episode of that. Shit. Such a dummy. So I'm not thinking clearly, obviously. Limitless with Chris Hemsworth. Goodness. I think that is it, loves. If I think of anything else, I will pop it in here for my sake and my memory. But I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me again or for the first time. I really appreciate it when you guys spend your time with me and memory keep with me. I hope that you had a wonderful week, regardless of how you spent it. And I hope that you spend this next week making all sorts of new memories worth keeping.